Hey, it's Tuxedo Mark. It's 6:05 p.m. on Thursday, May 27, 2021, and welcome to another episode of VLOGTRON, the Voltron vlog. I'm reviewing a line for Season 2, Episode 8, Who Was That Masked Man? And so this episode is actually kind of important for a change. Well, important, relatively speaking, for this series. But what's interesting is that we we check in on planet Pollux and we see Princess Ramel, Alora's cousin. Now, I've already forgotten the explanation of how she can be Alora's cousin, but she's a princess of another planet. I forget, but Ramel is essentially looks pretty much exactly like Alora, and she's voiced by B.J. Ward, the same voice actor who voices Alora, and she doesn't really change her voice to sound any differently, so it's kind of weird. Oh, hey, random cactus. I'm fine. How are you? So, yeah, so it's on Planet Pollux, and there's that kid, Prince Bandor. You know that little kid that wears a toga. Anyway, he is trying to signal Sven. Remember Sven, one of the original pilots of Voltron? And yes, I realize in the original anime series, this guy right now was actually this isn't a Japanese episode, but I'm saying for the latter part of the anime series, the guy that Voltron calls Sven in the original Go Line series, it was actually Sven's identical twin brother. Because Sven had died early on in the series, and Voltron kind of, covered that up um, pretty badly. But anyway, so Sven is living in a simple wooden house on the planet. Um, Prince Bandor's signaling him to go directing him toward a rescue operation involving a crashed ship. A ship had crashed on a planet, and the survivors are in need of attention. Originally, Sven gets this idea in his head. Oh, Princess Ramel must be in trouble, even though she's just standing calmly right next to Prince Bandor, and he's looking like through his binoculars or something, and sees them standing there. He's like, Princess Ramel must be in trouble. He gets on a horse and he goes there, or he's heading toward there or something. Um, they've got helicopters on this planet, but they also use horses. So kind of strange. Ramel and Bandor arrive in a helicopter. She's like, "Hey, rescue operation." So they go to the ship. They find some survivors. They take them to the castle's infirmary. But then Bandor runs in and goes, "Hey, Sven, your house is on fire." So Sven's like, "Oh crap!" So he rides his horse back to his house. Hey, turns out Hagar, the witch, had set it on fire. And it turns out that the whole thing was a ruse with the crashed ship and the survivors and everything. They're actually working for, you know, the bad guys. And apparently the plan is to hold Princess Ramel hostage and then trade her for Princess Alora so Prince Lotor can have her. We're back to this again about how Lotor is so attracted to Alora, and it's just an obsession of his to get her. Oh, hey, Jorge. So, the Voltron Force get called in. They come to a planet, and what's weird is when they're able to go right away. Remember how a few episodes earlier, Alora had said something about how it took like a minute for the tube system or whatever to power up. Yeah, that problem is gone. It came and went. Anyway, as they're running into their pods, you know, those numbered things, they make these comments that seem to indicate that they're all like different. Like one of them's big, and like Pidge's transport thing is he's like, I'll take the big one, and the Lord's like, guess no one wants the box. They all look exactly the same. I don't know what that was about, but anyway, they arrive on Pollux. Um, so one of the men was wearing a mask, so that's where one of the people that's being treated in the infirmary, and that's where the title of the episode comes from. And obviously, it gets turned into a roe beast. Um, Now, I remember how I said the plan was to hold Ramel captive and exchange her for Princess Alora. Well, now we get another plan to destroy the dam so that all of the lions get washed out to sea and drown in the ocean, including Alora's. I thought Lothar wanted her. But anyway, later the plan is, oh, we've got everyone. We've got Ramel, we've got Alora, we've got 5 heroes. Yes, they're excluding Alora for being a hero. They group her in with they say like 5 heroes and 2 princesses. So yeah, the bad guys are really like they're diminishing Alora, and I don't like that. Um, because she's just as much a hero as others. Anyway, now the plan is, oh, we've got everyone. So like we'll take the guys away, and we've got 2 princesses. So it's like we were given like 3 different plans throughout this episode. It's amazing. Um, Also, the mice had sneaked aboard Alora's Blue Lion again, and now they're in a little like mouse mobile type the thing. Oh, it's called the X-47. Apparently, the X-47. Yeah, it's basically this mecha type thing that's shaped like a mouse. It's about a foot high. They do something useful. They go into the castle and they destroy a chandelier, which distracts the bad guys. But anyway, so yeah, they were going to use Sven to lure the lions in front of the dam and break it, drowning them under millions of tons of water. Oh, at one point, Sven is pretending to that he's decided to switch sides and be on the bad guy's side. And he's like, I hereby turn over Planet Pollux to Doom or whatever. He has no authority. He's not the leader, but whatever. Now get this. Alora sees the sunlight reflecting off Sven's wristwatch. And she thinks to herself, that's a signal. He's just faking. He's pretending to be on their side, and they've got Princess Ramel held captive. Really? There was a prearranged signal for that? How did she know that? Anyway, so that's when she sends the space mice to the castle. Now later, when Voltron Force is about to fight back, Keith's like, now Sven. But how did the guys know that Sven was just faking becoming a traitor? Were they in on the whole sunlight reflected off the wristwatch signal as well. Uh, so sometimes I think this show can't be taken seriously. Um, so, uh, geez, what happened? I forget already. They have to do some kind of thing to cut Ramel and Bandor away from the Robies because it's being held captive. They have to like clip one of the Robies' wings or something, and I think Pidge does that in the Green Lion. Um, so Pidge saves them, and then reattaches himself to Voltron, and then they do the blazing sword. They defeat the Robies. Oh, and Ramella has declared her love for Sven, which was hinted at earlier in the episode. So they're happily reunited. The people of Pollux cheer. Everything's okay. Alora's happy to see Ramel and Sven together. The end. Um, so that episode, I suppose, was kind of important. I don't remember when the last time was that we saw Princess Ramel. It's been a while, definitely. Um, it could have been actually in the season premiere, um, 7 episodes ago. But yeah, it was nice to check in on them again. And yeah, now I'm actually at the end of disc 6 of the Lion Force Voltron episodes. Yeah, I finished this DVD. So on to the next one. And there's only one full disc of episodes left, actually. I mean, there's 12 episodes left, but episodes 71, 72, I believe, are on their own disc. Possible. I gotta check what's on that final disc, but yeah. So I'm the end is in sight, even though the end really isn't in sight, because a lot of these episodes are just so episodic in nature that I don't think things will really start wrapping up until toward the very end of the season. Um, there's really been no ongoing story arcs this season. It's just Doom trying to take over and doing bad stuff, and Voltron has to stop him. So, um, anyway, so it's 6:19 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.